Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all well, and if you guys are new around here then a huge welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. But just to recap for those that are new around here, I am Anita Arora and I am 29 weeks pregnant and we're having a little boy. This is my 29-week bump update, and this video is just to talk about how I'm feeling, and I'm also going to cover a few other sectors. And the first thing we're going to talk about is how I'm feeling, and on the scale of 1 to 10 I would say that I'm feeling around a 5 this week, because I have been feeling super tired and just not motivated to do anything, and I feel like I've needed more naps during the day, and I struggle to keep my eyes open after a few hours. So yeah, it's been one of those days where I'm waking up early in the morning and then I watch a bit of telly and then I just fall asleep, and then I go to work, and then it comes to midday I struggle to keep my eyes open. So yeah, I would say that I'm feeling quite tired and exhausted on my 29 weeks, and it's just one of those things where every week is different. Some weeks I could be feeling really good with loads of energy, and then there's just some days where I'm just like, I have no energy to do anything. And unfortunately this 29 weeks has been one of those days where I have been less motivated and just really tired. So that sums up how I'm feeling this week, and the next thing we're going to talk about is, have I got any cravings? And yet again I have no cravings, and I'm just eating my normal meals, and I snack here and there, but I think this week I haven't been snacking as much. I'm trying to cut down on the snacking because I feel like I'm eating the wrong things and I'm starting to put on a little bit of weight. I don't know whether it's just feeling swollen, because I did mention in my last video that I felt a lot more swollen, especially when it's more hot. I've been feeling a lot more swollen everywhere, and I had swollen feet. So I'm not sure if it's to do with just feeling quite swollen during the summer, or just the swelling that you get generally from being pregnant, but I would say I'm feeling a lot more fuller, and I can really notice it on my face and just generally everywhere, to be honest. So I'm trying to cut down on the bad snacking, which is like crisps, chocolate and all of those things, and I'm just trying to focus on having meals. And if I do get hungry, I try and snack on something a little bit more healthy, or limit to what I have. Before I would eat a whole bag of crisps. Now I'm trying to just limit to just a few crisps and then put in the bag back. So yeah, I would say I don't think I'm going to have any cravings during my pregnancy, which I'm really pleased about, because like I keep saying in all the videos, that if I did have cravings I would probably really indulge in them, and I'd probably put on a heap of weight. So yeah, I'm grateful that I don't have any cravings and that I'm just eating normally, and hopefully I can bounce back once I've had the baby. So yeah, that sums up have I got any cravings. And the next thing we're going to talk about is, have I got any symptoms this week? And to be honest, I don't have any major symptoms. I just feel tired and I just feel uncomfortable in bed. Especially when it comes to sitting up in bed and watching telly. And for those that don't know, that we are currently renovating our house because we bought it not long ago, and we don't really have a living room to sit down and watch telly. We are currently watching telly in bed, and usually during the day I don't really watch any telly. It's normally really early in the morning before I get out of bed, and also in the evenings just before we fall asleep. But I've noticed in the evenings that I just feel really uncomfortable. Any position that I try and sit in is just not comfortable. But I'm sure that's normal, because I just feel the heaviest in the evenings because I have a full belly or from eating. So I would just say that I'm just really tight around the belly. So yeah, I don't think I have any other symptoms apart from feeling really tired and just uncomfortable when it comes to sleeping time. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm not probably having a good night's sleep, because I find myself waking up during the night feeling uncomfortable or too hot, and then I go to the toilet just to cool down, just so I can get out of bed and just cool my body down, and then get back into bed and try and sleep again. But sometimes I don't fully go to sleep, and I could be awake from 5 o'clock in the morning till about 7, 8 o'clock, and then I would find myself drifting off again at 8, and then I end up having a few hours sleep, and then I wake up pretty late. So it's been one of those weeks where my sleeping pattern has been all over the place. So yeah, that's really the only symptom that I would say I have. I don't have any major symptoms. So yeah, that sums up have I got any symptoms this week. And now we're going to go in and talk about my bump update. So I'm going to stand up for you and show you my bump. It's a little bit bright in this room today, so I apologize if you can't see it very much, but you can actually see my legging lines. But yeah, this is my 29-week bump, and I feel like I have got a lot bigger, but then I don't feel like I'm massive for 29 weeks. A lot of people are saying that I'm pretty small, but I don't know. Like, when I do my research online and I watch other YouTubers who are around 29 weeks, I feel like I'm around the same size, and I know that from now on the bump is only going to get bigger and bigger really quickly. Shane sees a difference like every day. He's just like, yeah, you're really getting big now, and I'm just like, I don't feel massive. But he doesn't see me every single day sometimes, because I can work evenings, and by the time I come home he's in bed, and then he's gone before I wake up in the mornings. So it's been one of those things where he hasn't seen me every single day growing. So yeah, that's the bump update, and now we're going to talk about what I bought this week. And this week I have finally bought my baby bottles, and the brand that I went for is Tommy Tippy, and this is from Smith's, and I actually got it on a bargain, I think for 98.99 euros. And this is a close-up of what I've got inside. It's basically, you get a sterilizer, 4 small bottles and 4 of the big bottles, and some formula bottles, and you get 1 dummy, and you also get a bottle heater and a bag thing to keep your bottles warm, and also a cleaning brush. For those that want to see, this is everything I got in it, and yeah, I just thought this was a little bit more convenient than just buying everything separately. So yeah, I just thought it was about time that I bought my baby bottles. And to be honest, I didn't really know what brand to go for, but this one seemed like it had everything that I wanted. And it also has a heat sensing strip in it, and it's also anti-colic system. So yeah, I just thought this would be a really good one. It's just got everything in it, and you can use it from a newborn. I have mentioned in my previous videos that I do want to breastfeed, but I'm guessing we're still going to need bottles for when I pump maybe, or maybe he might not latch on, so at least I have some bottles there for him to use. And yeah, I just thought this would be really convenient. But yeah, that is everything I bought this week, and now we're going to go in and talk about the embarrassing. And the embarrassing, I would say, this week I've noticed is that I have been getting a little bit of discharge randomly, especially if I've been on my feet for too long. I feel like the discharge has a little bit more of a flow. So yeah, I've noticed a little bit more discharge on my knickers, and the discharge isn't smelly or anything. It's just like a white sort of discharge, and I've only really noticed it if I'm on my feet for too long or if I'm going for walks. So yeah, that's the only thing I would say that I've noticed. So that sums up the embarrassing, and that brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button just there. That would mean so much to me. And also hit the bell for notifications so that you get notified for all the uploads that I do. I do a bit of everything. I will link everything here for you. So if you would like to check that out, then make sure you go onto my channel. I have them all broken into sectors so that you can find them easily, and you can watch what is more preferred for you. And I will also link in the description box down below all my previous weekly updates so that you can find easily. And also, if you have any questions, or if you have any advice for me, or some tips and tricks, then make sure you comment in the comment section below, because I love reading what you guys think, and just general advice would be helpful. because if you don't know, this is my first pregnancy and I'm still learning. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to have or what I'm supposed to have prepped. So if you have any tips and tricks for me, then please do comment down below. Or if you have any questions for me, then don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section below as well. But that's it from me, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.